was I made gay or was I born gay? I was sexually assaulted by my head teacher. I went to a boarding school in Ghana. I was about 10, 11. I couldn't tell anyone this was happening to me. The conversation happened and they were like, okay, cool, conversion therapy.
When people say conversion therapy, like what does it actually mean? Like,
so I was having sessions with our pastor like once a week to like have deep prayer. Being on Grindr, being on dating apps. No blacks, no fats, no fems.
I find it fucking crazy.
Welcome, flawless queen.
Yeah.
This is not an illusion on the camera, you guys, because literally I can't stop staring at him.
He really
and
is
his-
pretty.
his
You are gonna
eyes-
gas me up.
Look at that
Please.
face card though. Oh my god.
I try not to look.
Yeah, no, you're just like, I'm not going to go myself. Welcome, thanks for coming.
Thank
Sorry
you for having me.
keeping you waiting.
No,
we
not
didn't
even.
mean
This
to.
has been a long time in the making,
Yeah.
I feel. So
Yes.
we're so excited to finally have you with us.
I know.
No, thank you. I'm excited.
How are you? How are you doing? How are you feeling?
I'm doing good. I
Yeah.
feel like I've had a really busy summer. I had like a 3-week holiday
Oh,
and I'm ready to...
where'd you go?
I went to New York and then I went to Florida.
Oh, lovely.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Just
Holidays
holiday,
or
not
work or
New York was work on a holiday.
okay.
And then Florida randomly ended up at Disney World and Universal and Busch Gardens and all of the above.
Oh wow.
Oh my god, I saw the Edna video.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No.
I need to show you it after. It is so funny.
This is what happens when adults drink in Disney. It can get really bad. It can get really bad.
Is it on your Instagram?
It's on my TikTok.
Show me it.
Oh,
Show.
no.
I have to see it.
I saw it and I was obsessed with it.
Do you know what's so funny? That video was like maybe like 5% of like the antics we were getting up to.
Really?
No.
I was so drunk. Yeah.
That's so
It was really
In
bad.
Disney World.
In Disney World, yeah.
I didn't even know you were allowed to drink.
Yeah, they sell alcohol. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, things have changed.
Things have changed. Disney's just a party place now.
Absolutely.
That's like meeting Lady Gaga. I love that. So, okay, talk us through, what's your career? What do you do? Because I know there's like theatre in there. I know
Yeah.
you're working on a project.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about it, but talk us through a little bit of the history.
So I mainly am an actor and now shifting into this like creative world because I feel like I don't want to call myself too many things. So I'm an actor, that's my foundation. And then on top of that, I am a writer. On top of that, I'm a producer. On top of that, I am whatever I can get my hands onto type of person.
Oh, have you ever done
Yeah.
music?
Do you know what? In the past, I used to film and edit music videos and I would help friends write songs even though my lyrics are absolutely trash. But I would put my 2 P's in and be like, oh yeah, this sounds good. Have you tried this? But yeah, I feel like it's my Virgo spirit. I feel like
Okay.
anything's possible.
Beyonce.
I love
Yeah.
Beyonce in the house.
We actually listening to on the way here the episode
Oh,
with
with
you
George.
and George.
Yeah,
and when
yeah.
George said like Beyonce's in his top
And
10,
she's
you're
not
like,
in your top 5.
you're
And
like,
I was like, oh my God. Is she in your top 5?
Yeah,
Who's
is she
your
number one for you?
Michael Jackson,
Oh,
Okay, fair.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, who's number 2?
Nina Simone,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
3?
Amy Winehouse,
Oh, okay.
Beyonce. Oh, I don't know who my 5 is.
Lauryn Hill.
No,
Oh.
Ouch.
no. Anita Baker
Okay.
or... Oh, no, it's Sade.
Okay.
It's my number 5.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Those are good. Nina Simone's nice. Not maybe.
I listen to her a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like jazz music.
So you've always been in that you get your hands in many pies.
Mm.
But what do you? How did it start? Like, were you ever on TV or was it always stage? Like, how did it work?
I have done a bit of TV in the past, but it has always been stage, and I kind of like fell into it in primary school. You know, we're doing school shows, and then my head teacher was like, "Oh my gosh, you have an act for it." Put me in contact with this like weekend drama school, and then I was doing that, and then I started like auditioning for like BBC shows, and then it kind of like grew, and yeah.
What shows? What theatre shows have you been in?
What have I been in? Gosh, the list. So I feel like the most that I'm known for is for Black Boys.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I've done stuff at the Globe. I just finished Midsummer Night's Dream at the British Theatre.
Yeah, that's fun. Is it Olivier?
Olivier, yeah.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Olivier.
Yeah, okay, because I said that to
nominated,
him earlier and I was like, what if it's like Olivier? And I'm going to say what he said. Olivier nominated.
Olivier nominated.
That's a pretty big deal, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try not to let it get to my head.
Why not?
Because it's
You
it's
should.
just a title. It's just a
Yeah, but it's
title.
fun.
But imagine like it's Oscar nominated and you're just like, it's just a title. But no.
I'm still the same girl.
yeah. I'm still very grounded. I don't know, it gets my hair. Where's my coffee?
So what are you working on now? You told us a little bit before we were recording.
Yes.
You were working on something special.
Yeah, so I've written a show based on a true event that happened to me, my coming out story. It's called Limp Wrist and the Iron Fist.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's
I just remember seeing that now on your Instagram. Like, there was something like, yeah. Because when you said that, I was like, oh yeah, no, I saw that because I was like, what a funny name.
Why is it funny?
I don't know.
Because I think I have Limp Wrist and the Iron. Maybe my mind's going in a different place. How did you come up with the?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I didn't even come up with it. I was in a show and our choreographer was like teaching us voguing,
Yeah.
and she was just like, oh, you need to have power behind your limp wrist. You can't be limp like when you're whacking and stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, Limp Wrist and the Iron Fist. I said, I love it. And I was like, if I ever write a show, that's going to be the title. And that's how it came
I
about.
mean, that's an amazing
Iconic.
story behind it, to be honest, because
Yeah.
that's true, because you don't want to be like flouncing around. while
No,
voguing.
you need to
be
have
like,
power behind,
Yeah.
the...
Can you vogue?
She can.
No.
She's like,
Oh my god,
A few
please,
tequilas.
Can you show me just a little bit? Because I always
No,
want to know.
I'm not a professional. I do not want to be teaching.
No, I am not being subjected to this.
Or I do it wrong. Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
I get slated. Fair. You'd be like, I'm not showing myself up. Okay, fine. I won't force you, but when the cameras are off.
When the cameras are
Okay,
on.
Yeah, because I really actually want to learn. Okay, so take us through it, because that sounds amazing, and I guess that will set up the premise for this. Like, what's the story?
So, my coming out journey wasn't conventional. It was a lot of questioning if I was made gay or born gay.
Okay.
So when I was younger, I was sexually assaulted
Oh, okay.
by my head teacher. I went to a boarding school in Ghana.
Okay.
And it was difficult because I didn't speak the Ghanaian language. So being that young, I was about 10, 11, I couldn't tell anyone this was happening to me, let alone speak the language. And it was like a year-on affair that this was happening.
Right.
To the point where like I was running away from the boarding school. I got sick. I had like erectile dysfunction. I couldn't hold in my shit because it was like how much damage it was doing to me. And then, you know, I got malaria. I had to come back to the UK. Then when I was like 16, when I was in stage school, all of the like feelings and thoughts were like flooding back. Then I was just like, oh my gosh, I know I'm into men, but I shouldn't be into men because of like what's happened to me. Then I had like a massive like question, like, was I made gay or was I born gay? And I think I, you know, battled it, had conversations with my friends who were gay and like tried coming out to my parents. And, you know, being in a Christian household, they were like, oh, it's a curse. Like, someone's cursed our family. We're going to pray it. So I like went to like conversion therapy and, you know, that didn't help. And then it got to a point where like was lying. I was like, yeah, I'm fixed. I'm delivered. I'm straight now. And, you know, the suicidal thoughts were just getting stronger and stronger because I was just like, this can't be life. This can't be how life is. I went to university. It got worse. And I think like being away from home, being away from family where, you know, I couldn't turn to them and tell them how I was. And, you know, people at uni, it was like trying to like talk to them. I was going through so much trauma that to the point like back then, it wasn't a case of, oh, go and seek therapy. Back then, people were like, drink it away and it'll be fine. So, you know, I did a lot of stupid stuff to like try and numb the pain and try and figure out who I was, to the point where I did come back after university, I kind of like just broke down to my family and was just like, right, we need to sort this out because I want to live. and I don't want to be having these type of thoughts because
Yeah.
you don't want to accept me.
Yeah.
How did they take it?
I mean, me and my family were in a really good place now, but it was difficult. It was really hard, to the point where I thought, gosh, they don't have no love for me.
Yeah.
And I think that was the hardest thing. Like, I barely speak to my dad because I felt like he abandoned me. So I feel like, going through all of that, it was really difficult.
I think there's a lot has happened, a lot has unpacked, and I'm assuming this is all going to inform the thing that you're working on now, right? So that's the journey that's going to happen in your production.
Yeah, on stage. Yeah.
So where did you? So when you were in boarding school, so are you a fully Ghanaian and you were?
No, I was born here.
You were born
here.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you went to Ghana to study.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, were your parents there or were they back in England?
My mum was back in England. My dad was in Ghana. I was meant to stay with him, but because of work commitments, he ended up being in Liberia, and then that's how I ended up in boarding school because there was no one to look after me.
Okay. Right, and so when these things were happening, I'm sorry, by the way, that's really horrible. Did you didn't have anyone in the school to talk to? They didn't. So it went on for a whole year. And then what happened then after that? How did that stop?
So just by chance, my grandma and my auntie was like, they've not had any contact. The school wasn't telling them that I was running away. So they were like, they're just going to come to the school to check up. And then when they came, they couldn't find me. And then there was like a massive search that went on. And I was literally found in a cupboard in vomit because I was like sick and scared.
Right.
And then that's when my auntie was like, no, we need to pull him out of school. And it was strange because I went through a period where all of that happened and I went mute. So I was like, wasn't speaking for a while.
Okay.
And then my mum was like, you need to come back to London. Came back to London. And it was really strange. It was like, I forgot how to speak English.
Really?
And had to like relearn again.
Okay.
Because of, everything that I was suppressing.
Yeah.
And then it was weird because back then I didn't know it was like sexual assault. So I didn't know how to like form it into words. I kind of like just left it until I was like older. And then I was like, no, I have to tell my parents. And it was really difficult. It was really difficult to say, by the way, this happened to me.
Were you believed though? Did they give you the right support at that time?
At,
you said it?
At that time, it was really difficult. I feel like there was a lot going on because back then in school, they believed in the whipping punishment. Okay. So when you did something bad, you would get whipped. So I was dealing with malaria, I was dealing with sexual assault, and then I was dealing with I had scars on my back from where they were whipping me so hard. So I remember when my mum saw me at the airport, she couldn't believe I looked like a different child.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think there was so much to deal with, my mum questioning how this happened, arguing with my dad to be like, this is why I shouldn't have been sent to boarding school. So it was kind of like a knock-on delayed effect. Mm-hmm. And then when it came round to it and I told her, yeah.
So what was the coming out? So that was when you were 10, and I'm assuming you left when you were 11. When did you come out to your family?
I came out when I was 16
in England.
So,
you guys were all here, but your dad was still not here, right?
He came back. He was here at this point. Yeah.
Okay, so what happened there? Did you tell your mum first? What was that conversation like?
Well, I wasn't even ready to tell her. I was caught with gay porn.
Oh no.
That's everyone's worst.
No.
I
can't. When was this? How old are you now?
I was 16. I was it was MSN.
2000 and what is it? 4 or 5, or is it later than that?
No, it was around the 2000s, early 2000s. MSN. Yeah. And it was really strange because it wasn't even porn website. I was doing this thing where I was so intrigued and I knew it turned me on that I was taking pictures off of Google and created this montage on Word. Oh God. When I think back of it, I go, Jesus Christ. I don't know.
Is it a family computer as well?
Yeah. But it was just because I didn't want to research for it later, so I wanted to have
all in one
Word
place.
document of just these different pictures of naked men.
You are the original magazine editor in chief.
Yeah. Call me Wilhelmina Slater. Yeah.
Oh,
and it was my dad found this Word document with all of these penises, and the conversation needs to be had. But it didn't go down lightly. It was like,
well, how did he approach it? Because that's
with a belt. He approached it with a belt, and there was arguing. I ran away from home. There was a lot going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what? So he came up to you and just showed you the document and was like, "What's this?" And you were like,
not even. He screamed for my name. He was like, called me to the computer,
right,
and was like, "What's this?" And you're like, I had no words.
Yeah. Do you have any siblings that you could have blamed?
No. Yeah, I do have siblings, but I couldn't blame them because I was like, at the age of like 16, I was like using the computer the most. And gosh, yeah. I just, it's funny. I think about it now and I go, I was an angry teenager. I'm not angry teenager, but like, I was like scared. I was like mortified. I didn't know how to like, I didn't know what to say.
That makes sense.
I didn't know what to say. I just remember like when I ran away from home, I ran away in like flip-flops and a hoodie, and I ran to this girl's house that I knew from college, and she took me in and I explained the situation, and she was like, her family were amazing, was like, you could stay here as long as you need. And I was there for about 3 months. And then my mum was like, no, you need to come back home. And then when I came back home was when the conversation happened, and they were like, okay, cool. Conversion therapy with the
go on.
When people say conversion therapy, like what does it actually mean? Like what do you have?
Pray the gay away. So I was having sessions with our pastor.
Okay.
And it was like once a week to like have deep prayer.
What kind of things would they say to you to say? Like you say, God, please stop me from being gay.
Basically, yeah.
Really, that's what that kind of stuff.
That kind of stuff, and he'll be like, close your eyes. Like, what can you see? Are you still interested in men? It's really hard to explain, but it's like, it is how it seems. Like, it was just, a lot of hands, a lot of oil.
Yeah.
Getting on my knees, praying, asking for forgiveness.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then from then, like, did it get better with the family? Like after?
It kind of got better. I've come out like maybe 7 times.
Okay.
And I feel like every time it has got better, I was like living a Christian life. Not saying that you can't be gay and Christian, because I'm gay and Christian now.
Yeah.
But every time there was like this urge to be like, I need to tell them the truth.
Okay. Yeah.
I can't be living this lie.
Oh, so you told them that the conversion therapy had worked.
Yeah.
So you came out from the accidentally.
Yeah.
Conversion therapy worked. How long were you straight for?
Gosh, not long. Maybe 6 months.
And then you told them again?
I said, yeah. I said,
wow.
And I told them I was bi. I was saying I was confused. I was saying, all sorts. And the longest time I was like, I'm not into women. I don't want to get married. And yeah.
So why did you have to come out like 7 times? Like every time you said to them, actually, no, I'm not gay anymore. And then
I think it was because every time I told them that like I was having these type of feelings, I could never get around to just saying I'm gay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was always like these half come out.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Then go back, half come out, then go back, half come out, then go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Was there a certain Was there a certain point where you were like, I just need to? And was that like the last time? The
last time, yeah.
Okay.
There was a big family meeting.
Okay.
And my sister got involved. And, at this point...
When was this?
This was like 2021.
Oh, wow.
Oh, recently.
Yeah,
Okay.
And, I stopped doing Christmases with my family. It got that difficult where, like, I was finding it hard to be around them because I couldn't be my authentic self.
Yeah.
And, my older sister was just like, you know what? We need to... sit down and have a conversation. So they had a sit down conversation without me being present.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you know what happened in that conversation?
I had not asked. I never asked.
Ah, interesting.
I never asked.
And what's your relationship like now with it? Or like...
We're good now. Now.
Okay.
My mum's come leaps and bounds. She's done some research on Google. She's told me how, I can adopt and do surrogacy.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
That's such a nice full circle moment. As well.
Dad, not so much. Dad is a hi and goodbye.
Yeah.
We a little conversation every now and again. When I'm wearing like a little earring, he'll be like, "Oh, are you a pirate?" I said, "Oh." I said, hi, Dad. Nice to see you too.
It sounds kind of positive now. I think that's going to be a really interesting, like, play. Is it a play? Is that what I can call it? Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting play to, like, is it quite serious? Is there any, like, do you find any humour in any?
There's a lot of humour.
Okay.
There's a lot of humour. And I think there's a lot of humour because, again, when I was dealing with my friends, it was kind of like we would joke and, like, banter about it, but then it got serious and deep. And then it was, like, a question of, do you know when you cross that line with friends and you're like, okay, gosh, this is more than a friendship now because I've told you like deep, dark secrets. Yeah. And it's like that type of moment in my life where, you know, I told my friends I was having suicidal thoughts. I told my friends about the sexual assault. And I told them, you know, I was questioning myself being gay. And I think, you know, that was a pinnacle moment in my life where I was like, these friends are going to accept me or they're going to be like, oh, we're only clubbing friends. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And then they ended up becoming like
solid, yeah.
God, there's so much there though, because I feel like you mentioned like you didn't know about when you were coming out whether you chose it. Is that right? Yeah. And like, how did you navigate that? That feels very like quite murky and a little bit like quite difficult to navigate. Like,
I feel like my friends gave me some really good advice that it's not a choice. It is who I am.
Yeah.
And I think it's like learning a new skill almost. I had to learn how to love myself.
Yeah.
And it's difficult because we should live in a world where you don't need to learn how to do that. Yeah. But unfortunately, life tosses you left, right, and center where you do need to take a minute and be like, I'm not treating myself right. I'm not giving myself the trust and the love that I need. I need to learn how to love myself and put myself first. So yeah, it was a process.
That's really cute. That's really sweet. I think that's really important. And like, I always think, because when I came out to my dad, like he was like, oh, I accept the fact that it's not a choice, but you are choosing to act on it. And I think that's quite a lot of like cultural religious trope. People do say that. They say, okay, we can accept that being gay isn't a choice, but you're choosing
to act on it. Yeah.
And I think that's quite difficult as well. And that to me probably is informed from religion a little bit. So how do you navigate religion and being gay, and how does the family like navigate that as well?
I feel like they have their own understanding of it, which I don't ask. But my understanding is, you know, God loves me so much that this is not a punishment in my eyes. I don't necessarily believe so much in the Old Testament, more everything from when Jesus came onwards, because in my eyes, it was a reborn. Like, God saw he wasn't even perfect himself. He created this world that was being corrupted. He had to, you know, swipe it and be like, okay, cool, let me start again. And I feel like in life, that's what you need to go. Not everything's going to be perfect. The journey there is not going to be easy, but you do have the right to be like, okay, cool, let me pause and start again. So if God can do that, maybe I can do that. And I truly believe God loves me for who I am.
Yeah. But I don't know, like, does it not, I mean, do you not get from either side, like from the like LGBTQ plus community, but also from Christians that are hetero, do you not get them say like, how do you make it work? Because I've heard it a lot from like Muslim, like gay people and like LGBT, but I've not so much heard Christians. So like, do you get that kind of like, from the gay side, I suppose, be like, oh, well, you know, it says it's a sin, it says you can't lay with man. Or do you get from the Christian side, like, well, if you're truly Christian, you can't be gay? Like, do you still have to battle with that kind of narrative?
I do, but I feel like my religion so much is not putting myself in them negative spaces. Okay. I feel like if you are going to a church that is, you know, preaching that and making you feel wrong about it, it's not for you. Not saying that you should shy away from it, but at the end of the day, churches are not there to make you feel bad about decisions in life.
Yeah.
It's more of a hospital. You should go when you need it the most, like therapy. And I don't see it necessarily as, you know, I feel like a lot of churches these days be Bible bashing for unnecessary reasons. And for me, it is a guideline. It's not word for word.
Yeah.
Things change over the years. Things get misconstrued over the years. And at the end of the day, all of that speak of, laying with man and, laying with angels was all in the Old Testament. Jesus didn't really say anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did he
Jesus
not?
didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
No, he was calm and collective. he was cool. Right?
Jesus was locked in.
He was, but I think, again, Jesus was understanding that he was in a human body with human desires also. Do you get me? I feel like it's strange that in the Bible, we miss his puberty years. It like jumps from like him being
born and then
a
he's
baby.
like 30 or
yeah,
something,
speaks about him being a carpenter. But they don't speak about all of his horny teenage years. He was going through puberties. He was having them random moments where you have random erections.
Yeah.
Bible will never speak about it. But he was human.
Of course.
He bled the same as us. He had the same urges and desires of us. And it wasn't until his adult years when he was just like, okay, cool, I need to remember my mission. Because there was lots of times, not saying that the devil was doing it, where he was like, I'm getting lost in worldly stuff because I want to help so many people, but I need to remember why I'm here.
Right. There's a reason why he's... Yeah, that's true. Do you feel like the religious side now, you've like kind of unified it? So like, is your way now is to be like, you're Christian, you pray and you go to church?
Ever so often.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to find the right church for me, and I feel like that's a journey. That's a journey that I'm still on.
I was going to say that it could be quite hard if you're not... Yeah, because I feel like it's not really that open to accept. But you've probably made it your own a little bit though, right? Like, you're listening to everything after Jesus has come, and you're kind of just working your way through it and just kind of using it as your own life guidance, which I think a lot of people should do in their own way. Like, I think when you put such a big brand on it, like Christianity, Islam, people have preconceptions.
Yes.
And so it's a lot harder for you to say, I am a Christian, but I also know there's faults and flaws, but I choose to believe it this way, and I choose not to listen to all the other noise. And I think that's quite beautiful, actually. That's quite nice.
I feel like if you think about it in a way of like maths, there's loads of different ways to get your answer, but it doesn't say one way is the right way.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. There's lots of working out. Yeah. And you can still get the same right
result.
Answer. Yeah. That's true. And how does it play in your relationships? Like, do you want a Christian man?
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've had a relationship.
Has it actually?
Yeah.
Oh, when was
Have
your
you
last
dated
relationship?
lots in the past? Or?
In the past, yeah. Okay. I've dated up and down.
Okay.
It's been a while. I've got cobwebs.
Okay.
What does up and down mean?
Yeah. It's been up and down to the point where, like, I'll be seeing someone, then it just fizzles out. I get ghosted a lot. Yeah.
I think everyone does.
Yeah.
I hate gay dating. I hate online dating. You literally...
Gay men are the worst.
I think humans are bad. But, like, honestly, like, I would be talking to someone on an app, and it would feel like we're gonna get married like the next day, and then all of a sudden they're fucking dead.
Gone.
Like, they're gone.
Yeah.
Like, what happened? What did I say? What did I do? Like, you've already seen my pictures. You've already spoken to me for a day or week. We seem to be getting on, and all of a sudden you hate me. Like, what?
Yeah, what happened?
And it also depends. Like, are you open with your dating? Like, you date any race, or do you prefer like black, mixed, white? Or...
I'm open, but I do prefer black and mixed. Yeah.
And more in London, you date, right? I'm guessing.
Yeah, but for some bizarre reason, I feel like the boys outside of London are the ones who I always seem to be interested in.
Oh, interesting.
How far outside of London?
Yeah, I'm talking far.
Oh, not sorry.
I'm talking far. I was speaking to a guy from Bedford. I was speaking to a guy in Luton. Birmingham comes up a lot.
Okay,
yeah.
Because I feel like the London gay scene is small, and even if you go even further with like the like black people that are gay, like everyone knows everyone, and I've heard so many different things that like if you've slept with one person, you've got one person, they know your friend, and it's kind of like recycling.
Oh, is it really like that?
What I've heard, I don't know if that's actually the reality
very small.
of it.
It is very small, yeah. But I feel like no one's serious in London that wants to settle down.
Everyone's just like out to have fun.
Yeah.
Are you looking for marriage and like?
I'm not looking for marriage, but I'm looking for, you know, if I'm Beyonce, I'm looking for my Jay-Z. I want to build an empire.
Okay.
And I want someone to have the same passion that I have. And they don't have to be in the industry, but they need to be passionate about what they do. and I couldn't be with someone who's like, oh yeah, I don't really have a dream.
Bye.
Yeah.
What's your attachment style?
I'm dismissive.
Are you?
Yeah, but I think it's because I have a guard up. So when people get close, I push them away.
Do you?
Yeah, and I'm trying to learn.
Why? What are you scared of?
I think being hurt.
Okay.
I think someone, seeing me for me and all my lumps and bumps. Yeah, I'm scared of that. And I think it's because being in the industry, not that I have to be perfect, but like my lifestyle goes so fast. So when someone does catch me off guard and wants to, step into the love gates, I'm like, oh, it's closed. It's closed right now. Try again another time. Yeah,
I align with that though, because I feel like before Faris, like people that I date, like whenever it gets a little bit too serious, anything like that, like there's always this thing, and I don't know if it's drummed into me from like my mum being hurt from my dad or whatever it is, but I always cut it off because I'm like, you cannot hurt me. There is no way I would ever allow this to kind of happen. And I feel like if you're avoidant, you usually attract anxiously attached people, which is obviously going to be the exact opposite
Of
to
what you want, yeah.
So that back and forth usually doesn't work. Do you attract anxiously attached people yourself? Or?
I do. And do you know what? I was also doing it with friends. When I felt friends getting too close, oh gosh, I'll be misbehaving.
Really?
Yeah.
In what sense?
I'll be ready to cut off. And I blame it on like being a Virgo, but like if I have like an argument with someone, I'll cut them and be like, I don't know who they were.
Really? Will you never try work it out with them?
No, I can be quite stubborn. I could be like really quite
even
stubborn.
to this day, like even.
Yeah, I'm really learning like to not be like this, because it got to the point where like I would have an argument with someone and I am delete block, never exist. Yeah. And like when like I'll have conversations with like friends who are like in relationships, they'll be like, oh my gosh, I find it so hard to let him go. I was like, give me your phone, I'll do it for you.
I'll cut him off for you.
Yeah, I'll cut him off for you.
Okay.
Or when someone's like, oh, I'm having an argument with this person, be like, who? I blocked them on Instagram for you. I don't know who they are. I don't know why I'm like that.
Are you trying to learn, do you like that side? Or are you trying to learn to be a bit more balanced with it?
I think my younger me liked the control of knowing that I can cut someone off and not let them get close to me. Now I'm learning to forgive and forget. I'm learning to relearn my love language and know that how I am being plus size is enough for someone.
Okay.
So
being plus size, is that something that has been a struggle in the community?
Yeah.
Tell me.
I feel like being on Grindr, being on dating apps, you have it so you're like no blacks, no fats, no fems.
I find it fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Does that still happen now? Like,
yeah.
Back when I was like, the fact that you could used to baffle me.
Yeah.
Like it was
even back then, but it was like I thought times have changed.
No, 1950s. Like what are they doing?
Still people do it now.
It's still a thing, yeah.
Whoa.
It's still a thing where which is fine, because I feel like, social media makes everyone feel like they want a physically attractive, muscular man, which is absolutely fine. If that's what you want, that's what you want. But it's hard on these apps where, you try and say, don't see me for my physical outside, see me for my heart. How do you say that on Grindr? How do you have these conversations like that on Tinder? And it's really interesting because I feel like when I do have those types of conversations with people where I'm like, oh my gosh, I found my soulmate, disappeared.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And like they will say it to me, they'll be like, oh my gosh, I've never had a deep conversation like this on these apps.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, it's so nice and refreshing where you've not, you're not said to me, oh my gosh, send me a body pic.
Yeah.
We've like really got to know each other, and then they've vanished.
What do you think the reason is?
I think it's, again, with these types of apps, your interest can, waddle so fast because someone new speaking to you.
Right.
You feel like
Or
you're
a bit
interested.
fickle.
Yeah, a bit like, you wake up one morning, you're like, okay, cool, I want eggs on toast. And then, you see a bowl of cereal, you'll be like, oh, I'm gonna have cereal instead.
That's
It's
me
just
every morning.
I'm
literally, I don't know what I want.
It's just like that, which is it's understandable. But like, if you say you're gonna have eggs on toast, have eggs on toast.
Sit down and fucking eat.
Eat it up.
Eat it.
But so, what is it like then, being plus size? Like, what? Also, coming from a African background, did you get a lot of comments about your weight growing up from like aunties and uncles, grandparents?
Yeah, I did, and it never used to bother me because I have always been a larger than life, happy-go-lucky type of person, and I've never got to the point where I was like, oh my gosh, I want to lose weight. I enjoyed my size. I enjoyed, being an actor, the characters I played because of my size, and it wasn't until like my later years where like my auntie would be like, oh my gosh, how's the girl gonna love you? You're gonna have like erectile dysfunction. No one wants a fat person. Where it made me go, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So it's other people's opinions. Would make you think stuff rather than coming from.
Yeah.
But then
yourself.
has that ever happened in the dating world? Like, have you ever dated anyone and kind of, even if they haven't said anything, known that that's the reason?
Not necessarily, but I have had it when people have told me straight.
Oh, okay.
I've sent them a body pic. They're like, no, you're not my type. I'm not into fat people.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel though? That's savage.
I feel like there was a moment where I was sad because it was happening so often. Where not that I've become numb to it, where I'm just like, cool. If that's your gig, then it wasn't meant to be, and I hope you.
But there's a way of saying it.
I know, but I feel like with these apps, there's no polite way of saying it. It is.
They're just blunt and rude about it.
Yeah.
And it's so hard because like, I think in general, like the world has like these body issues and like we want everyone to look a particular way. In the gay community, I do feel like it's even heightened with men. Do you know what I mean? Like we're so strict on like what we find attractive, and then even when you put race into it as well, it's like you need to be either a white skinny guy and twinkie, or you need to be a white guy who is super muscly, and anyone outside of that.
Well, there's also like tanned. Like people do like a tanned guy.
But when they say tan, they mean like Spanish or Italian, which is still white. Like they don't want anything, and that's kind of like projected into like the gay community. So it's kind of hard.
Have you had any issues being black?
I have in the past.
You have?
In the past, I've had people who were after me because I was black.
Oh,
the chocolate chasers.
Vibes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you call them?
Chocolate chasers.
That went straight over my head when you first said that. Is so
Is that
funny.
a thing?
Yeah, that's
or
what
did
they
you just come up with it?
No, that's what they're called, chocolate chasers.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you never heard that before?
No.
Oh gosh, yeah. I've been saying that for the longest time.
Oh shit. So are they quite open about?
Very open that they're interested in me because I'm black.
Does that bother you?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is, again, they just want the outside of me or what looks good next to them.
And they probably also have some stereotypes of the way that you need to act as well, I imagine.
Yes.
Have you had experiences with that? Where
Yeah, and it's the same as like talking to these people. People be like, oh my gosh, you must have a big dick because you're black.
Girl.
No, darling, I've got a big heart.
Aw.
Let's start there first.
Yeah, let's do that.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's so annoying. That's so sad that we haven't got further as a community. I'm really disappointed because I feel like it was never okay. But I just really thought, like, especially like after like BLM and stuff going on with like Palestine and like the community's really like, you know,
think
looking
we're open,
very,
but we're really not. Like, if you look
that's
behind
awful,
the scenes,
isn't it?
Yeah,
like to still be concerned about your skin color and the weight and size. Like, I just find that really, really weird.
Is it weird or is it? I think things are just moving slow. Like even for me being an actor, I'm still waiting for, the plus size love interest and male leads.
Yeah,
I'm still yet to see, especially in Shakespeare. I've never seen a plus size male lead who, apart from being gay, is just big and wants to fall in love. I feel like Shakespeare projects such a skinny twink image, especially as your male lead. Obviously, I think in the industry they know sex sells. Well, why can't plus size sex also sell?
Yeah.
And I think you think about it, it wasn't too long ago when Bridgerton, you know, did their first plus size female.
The fucking shit.
Everyone was like, oh my gosh, it's so good to see curves. What do you mean it's so good to see? We could have had this ages ago, but like, you tell yourself people don't want it or people don't want to see it. People want to see it.
Yeah, of course.
People want to see it.
Yeah, I was obviously like, everyone will have a type, and there's plus size people that want plus size people. There's people out, like, there's an audience for everything. Like, it's bullshit if you're saying like, oh, sex sells, but it's only this specific type. Because also not everyone wants that muscly person. Like, I personally don't find that attractive. I know it's meant to be attractive, like I'm aware of that, but I prefer more of like a muscle chunk or a muscle like chub, or you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the vibe that I like. So it could sell to anyone. Like, I think that's really shit. Because you say you were avoidant.
Yeah.
How did you figure that out then?
I think it was coming to terms with, you know, when certain people get close to me realizing why I push them away, and me realizing, oh gosh, that's me.
Right.
I wonder where that comes from. And I think I avoid, because I don't want to get hurt.
Yeah.
I avoid, you know, people getting that close.
Yeah.
So I might have had the opportunity of, you know, having a partner or someone being with me for a long time, but I've ended up stopping it.
So you've never been in like a long-term relationship?
No, I think the longest was 1.5 years.
Okay, that's long.
Yeah.
Was that good? Was
it good?
What?
Define good.
Was it good? It was.
Why did it end?
I can't even tell you why it ended. I think it just fizzled out, and we just had a mutual agreement that my life was going this way and their life was going that way.
Yeah.
Fair. I said, okay, cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Have you ever dated women?
Yeah.
How did that go? Was that different? Did you notice the difference?
There's not much of a difference. I feel like with women, I was still like my camp self. So there weren't much of a like, I'm a hopeless romantic. So I'm like, I turn up on a first date with flowers. Yeah.
I mean, you came here and brought us chocolate.
Yes.
So that's like fucking adorable.
Which I feel like people don't do anymore. But I feel like.
But I feel like people of color do though, because that's a very I feel like it's.
I think when you can't generalize that, I feel like people of color that are still quite attached to their heritage. I would say I wouldn't just say just because they're a person of color in England that they would still.
Well, maybe not if they're growing up English. But I do feel like. Yeah, I guess that then, if you're quite closely linked,
maybe
you'd go around, because you would never go around to someone's house. I feel like without bringing.
No, I would definitely not go on a date without any.
Yeah,
especially when I date now.
Bitch.
So you're a hopeless romantic. What was the vibe with girls then? So what would you do? You'd go there with flowers and you'd be like,
the
hey!
same. Yeah, I'd be like, what do you want to do today? What date plans are you up to? Do you get me?
Yeah,
and it felt the same. It felt the same. I feel like once I knew I was gay, it was kind of okay, I need to not try.
What is one big advice you'd give your younger self, or someone who might be a little bit in their teens or something listening to this, or hopefully not too young?
Advice: suck more dick.
Okay.
No,
I love that.
18 plus.
No, advice I would give to my younger self is to just jump. I think I held myself back from so much, and I could have been more fearless. And just trust yourself and jump.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And honestly, do you wish you did suck more dick when, like, you were
battling? I wish I was a freak.
Yeah.
Do you know, like,
I get that.
I feel like I look back and I'm like, oh my gosh, I get jealous of like people in college because they were having like freaky deaky.
Yeah.
I was a lady.
Same.
I was like holding myself to marriage, even though I had already done stuff. But I was just like people would tell me, be like, I mean, like, get dick.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, darling, I don't do stuff like that. When I was
classy.
doing it, behind the scenes. But it's weird because I would tell people like stuff like I had did in the past, and they'll be like, oh, you was a freak.
Yeah.
But I wish I was a bit more freaky. I wish I was like out loud freaky, sex positive freaky.
Yeah. But you can be a bit freaky now.
No, I'm old now.
No, it's not about that.
I want the
life.
candles on. I want the music playing.
Fireplace.
Yeah.
Wined and dined.
Yeah, and a cuddle after.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So when is your play out?
So we open on the 6th of November
Okay.
to the 29th. So 3 weeks at Brixton House.
Okay.
And yeah, I would love to see as many faces as possible.
Yes, please. We'll come.
Yes.
Is it every day of the week or is it
Every day of the week.
Okay, fine.
Apart
And
from Sundays.
Are you in it, right?
No.
Oh, you're not in it.
I'm just the writer.
Will you be there?
Yes.
Every day.
As much as I can.
Tell us the day that
Yeah,
you're
we'll have to
gonna
know
be
that you're
there, 'cause we
actually-
want to see you.
I
if we're
invite you to
coming.
press night. Come press night.
What does
Okay,
that
what
mean?
day is that?
The 11th of November.
Okay.
Are you around? Are you here?
I think so.
I think so. What does press night mean? Oh my god, I'm excited.
So press night is like industry night where like people come to review it. There's drinks, there's food.
Oh, cute. Oh,
Yeah.
bless you. You don't have to do that. We
Yeah,
can get
yeah,
normal
yeah.
tickets.
No.
Us little mere peasants. Oh, I'm excited. That's so fun. So it's out. So 7th of November it's out.
6th of November.
6th of November and the 11th is the press thing.
Yeah.
But you guys aren't invited to that. You can't stay with us. Sorry. That's really exciting. Congratulations.
Thank
I'm really
you.
happy for you. And yeah, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
This
for
was really, really
coming.
lovely. And we're sorry we kept you waiting. And I'm going to eat all the chocolate now.
Enjoy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Love, love. Bye-bye.
Bye.